these Warhammers are freaking awesome.
Come on, babe! Let me hear your war face, son!
Come on, William!
Come on, William!
He's not this. You got this. Get him! Get him! He's on the arm! Go!
Greetings, medieval people. I'm William Fitzstephen, and today we're going to be reviewing the Dominus Gladius Warhammers. Now, they so generously sent us 2 of these Warhammer heads about 8 or 9 months ago. And so what I've done is I've mounted them on rattan shafts here and named them Tony and Eddie, which if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know why they received those names. And then I just basically added little makeshift pummels to the end of them, just with a piece of 1/2-inch foam and some tape on it. And yeah, so over the course of these 8 or 9 months or so that we've had them, we've been using them pretty extensively. As you guys probably saw in the videos that played just before this, we fought with them a lot at practice. We've used them at some of the Kentucky Ren Fair matches, and I've pelled a lot with them. I mean, a lot. And for the most part, they've held up really, really well. I'm thoroughly impressed with them a lot. You can see this one is probably the worst of the 2. And you can see just a couple little scratches and marks on there. But really not much. Generally, they've held up really well. And we have not been babying these things at all. I mean, we have been swinging for the fences with these guys and really... you know, smacking them against the Pell and smacking them against each other in armor. And they've done a really good job at holding up. I like them because they have this little thrusting tip and it's widened, flared out at the top, so it won't go through most people's visors. Obviously, if you've got like a bar grill or a wolf rib, that might be an issue, as well as the butt spike. But if you've got perf plate on your helmets for like harness fectin, which is really what these are made for, like HEMA or harness fectin trainers, there's no issue at all. The hammerhead on this thing really, really thumps. I mean, you can really wallop somebody with this, and it is extremely sturdy. Super hard rubber here. The back spike is as well. It's really tough. And the cool thing about this is if you armor gap somebody with that back spike there, it really hurts. They will definitely call their hits. But at the same time, it is, you know, synthetic rubber material. It's not steel. So it should not, you know, puncture into somebody's skin or, you know, severely wound them or injure them to the point where they're, you know, hospitalized or anything like that. But, you know, just for doing HEMA, harness fectin, or even like EMP, we can use these for the most part. It's just, you may have to modify the tip here and the butt spike there. You could add some foam, some tape, some shoe goo to that and make them, you know, EMP legal. But if you just want to use it for HEMA and harness fectin as it's intended, these things are freaking awesome. And I posted a video earlier this year about how I made the construction process. It was super simple. You can use normal hardwood, like a dowel rod that you get from the hardware store, but I chose to use rattan because I had issues with some of the dowel rods I got from Menards breaking when we were using the pole axes. Basically, all I did was I just cut 2 flats on either side, and then I just cut a little square head socket here, just doing that with an angle grinder. You could do it with a sander. You could probably even do it with a saw if you wanted to. Pop that head on here, and then I just popped some wood screws in, pre-drilled them, and popped in some deck screws right here on either side, just staggering them a little bit. And it's good to go. Haven't had any issues with the heads coming off at all. Haven't had issues with anything breaking or the shafts breaking or anything like that. And I love these things. For anybody that follows me on Facebook or TikTok or any of my other content will probably know the poleaxe, like these guys back here. This is a Dominus Gladius poleaxe I'll be doing a review on a later day, but I've got an EMP poleaxe, EMP Danax. By far my favorite weapon of all time is the poleaxe. And to me, This is like a miniature poleaxe because you've got your butt spike here, or your pommel. It's not really a butt spike that you can use to pummel somebody in the head with if you need to. But you've got the hammerhead on the top. You've got the back spike. It's sort of like a Beak de Corbin poleaxe, if you will. And then, of course, you've got your top spike for thrusting with. So you can use it very similar to an arming sword. Get your thrust in there, get your hammer in there, back spike, as your false edge if you wanted to throw a wrap shot and get somebody with that back spike there. But it's very versatile weapon, especially for fighting somebody in full plate armor as we do, like when we do harness fectin', and we're, for the most part, in 13th to 15th century full plate armor kits. These things are really awesome. And it is sort of like a miniature poleaxe or like a medieval Swiss Army knife can opener. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff with these. And I love them. So I don't remember off the top of my head how much they cost, but I'll put a link down below in the description to where you can get these from. They're not very expensive at all for just the heads here. And then you just get, a piece of hardwood or rattan or something like that, and throw it on here, and you're good to go. I mean, it is super easy to put together, really quick, and you're ready to go, ready to get into the action with it. So again, I love these things, and I really appreciate Dominus Gladius sending these to us to try them out. And they sent us 2 of them, so I made 2 that are about equal length that we can fight with at practice, doing either Warhammer and buckler or Warhammer and heater shield and that sort of thing. And they are just a blast. I mean, they're so much fun. When you get hit with one, you really feel it, you really hear it, and vice versa. When you get a hit on somebody else, it's such a satisfying feeling. So these are probably my favorite weapons that they've sent me, other than maybe the poleaxe, but I don't know. These are close contender to be my favorite. And just an excellent job with the quality of them. I mean, you can beat these things as much as you want. I've got a hanging pell made out of 2x4s and 4x4, and it's wrapped in tires and deck screws, all over the place in it. And this thing is held up really well against the pell and really well against people in armor. So if you guys want one, go hit the link in the bio and check out Dominus Gladius and get yourself one of these Warhammers, because they are freaking awesome. Like, easily one of my favorite weapons. I just can't get over how much fun they are. And I'm trying to get them to make one that is SCA and EMP legal off the shelf. So for those of you guys that do SCA and EMP, they may be releasing a version that is off the shelf, ready to go, legal for those sports here soon. And I will be, posting about that on my Facebook whenever that releases. But for the He-Man harness fecting guys, get yourself one of these, because they're freaking awesome. Even if you're not a huge fan of the Warhammer, get one. Once you start swinging it around and hitting your friends with it, you're going to love it. These things are freaking awesome. So that's about it for today's video. Just wanted to review this and let everybody know what we think. And besides that, check out our sponsor, Lords and Ladies. They make medieval shields, candles, rosaries, as well as some other things like antique smoking pipes. So go check out their website. Link in our bio down below to that as well. And that helps us create more videos and keep producing content like this. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching.